Everything looks better in the sunshine. It's a sunny but cold morning here in Carbondale. And in this video, I want to carry on with the same theme I had in my last one about movies. Maybe to make up for the marketing flop that my last one was. I don't think it's cracked 100 views yet, so hopefully this one will be a little bit better. But yesterday, it was kind of a dreary weekend afternoon. So I was watching movies, and I watched a movie that I had seen before called Cosmos. Now, when some of you hear that, you're going to think of the TV series with Carl Sagan or Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm not talking about that Cosmos. It's an actual movie named Cosmos. It's on YouTube. It's free. And if I can, I'll leave a link to it in the notes below so you can check it out if you want to. But it's a movie that examines what I call a big idea. And this is first contact with another civilization not on Earth. It's one of the most exciting movies that I can imagine. The only thing that tops it, in my opinion, and we all know what kind of a great movie reviewer and expert that I am. The sun is so bright I can't even see where I'm going. But anyway, the most exciting movie scene ever filmed was in a movie called Contact by Carl Sagan. It was a book by Carl Sagan that they later made into a movie. The most exciting scene in that movie was where the Jodie Foster character is sitting on the hood of her car, eyes closed, headphones on, listening to signals from outer space. And then she hears what she thinks is what might be an alien signal. And the next few minutes are possibly the most exciting movie scene I've ever seen. Now, some of you might not think that that's a big deal, but I do. That's my opinion. The whole point of that scene is that something that is going to change everything is about to happen. And it's ideas like that in movies that I really like. That's the way the Cosmos movie is. Now, it's a 2-hour-long movie. The reviews I've read, some people have called it kind of boring. It does, admittedly, start off really slow. But to put everything in a nutshell, there's 3 main characters. There's only 4 people that appear in the entire movie, but there's 3 main characters. And they spend almost the entire movie inside a car, in the woods, with computer, radio equipment. And they're searching for signals from outer space. Now, of course, they find one. That's why it's a movie. If you like movies with big ideas, watch Cosmos. It is perhaps the most exciting movie I've seen in a long time. Right at the end of the movie, one of the main characters says, the world is going to wake up in a few hours' time and nothing's going to be the same. And he's right. You know, if this was the morning after the aliens we figured out or found out or learned that aliens were here and they're contacting us, think about what the next day would actually be like. You know, old science fiction movies tried to deal with this in different ways. And they're fun. But they're not really dealing with big ideas like, what would it really be like? People doing the science and finding out that, yes, this is an alien signal. And then dealing with the fallout or what it's like after that. Cosmos. You have to watch it. The other movie I want to talk about is called Yesterday. I think it came from 2018. I'm not sure about that. You can look that up. But the big idea in this movie is the Beatles never happened. The main character was in some kind of an accident. I think he got hit by a bus and he was in a coma for a while. And when he came to, his reality was a lot like it was before he got hit by the bus. But one of the main things that was different, he found out that his friends, and apparently no one else, had ever heard of the Beatles. So in this reality, in the movie, the premise is the Beatles never existed. So to move the plot along, this guy is sort of a struggling musician. And as you might guess, he remembers the Beatles. But here he is waking up in a reality where the Beatles never existed. The movie revolves around him trying to write down the lyrics and music for every Beatles song he knows. And of course, he records them and becomes instantly famous worldwide. The movie itself is a romantic comedy. But when I saw the little blurb underneath the screen about where the Beatles never existed and this guy had to come up with the Beatles music himself, it was intriguing. That was the big idea that got me to watch the movie. Those are the two favorite movies I saw this weekend. If you have a chance, you should look at both of them, especially Cosmos. But if you like other big idea movies, Yesterday is also on that list. That's it from a cold and sunny Carbondale. Be seeing you. The most exciting scene was the one where the Jodie, oh, what's her name? Jodie.